Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 8th of October until the 14th of October, and that's for you coming from Taurus. So let's start with the 8th, which is a Sunday, and it doesn't start very well. Past issues, depression, frustration, delays, postponements of things are not going well for you morning, afternoon, and even in the early evening period. So you got to be patient, you got to focus on what you really want to do. Don't get into a fit of slowness, of a frustration because the situation is slow. Planets are moving slowly. So if you are in a hurry, you are in trouble. So move along, pace yourself hour by hour. And if you're out with your loved ones or with your colleagues or with your business people, try not to bring up past issues which can create problem. Evening and nightfall period, there are planets of arrogance move in, and they also don't do very well for you, but they are much better, at least, than the morning afternoon period. And so you can meet important people, and you can have very good contacts for business. You can have a chance to find a new romance if that's what you want. And you'll have every opportunity to meet important people. So dress well, look well, behave well, and you can get some things done finally in the evening and nightfall period. The ninth Monday is really not good to start with. So the morning, afternoon, early evening turns very bad. By the time you get up and you wake up and you get ready and you leave home, problems are already created, frustration is already created. When you drive, also there's some danger created. When you come to work, there is all this bad news waiting and confrontation, provocation. If you're in business, you have your back to the wall, you're going to be really troubled by deadlines or difficulties from the people who give you business. So all this is waiting to happen, and you heard it from me. And so be cautious. Go slow, don't show aggression, and definitely don't want to be a person who is looking for a fight or who wants to provoke an already tense situation. Evening and nightfall period is exactly the opposite, and it waits to help you, it waits to bring romance for you, it waits to make you happy, everything is waiting there. So you may probably find solutions in the early evening or evening and nightfall period where earlier you couldn't find. So be patient earlier part of the day. Solutions are waiting, good contacts are waiting, socialize with business in mind. Things go very well for you finally in the last evening or nightfall session of the 9th, which is a Monday. Let's go to the 10th, and it starts well enough. It's not the best, but it starts well enough. It produces important things for you to do. You can meet important people. So in your job area, in your business area, a lot of situations are there waiting for you to get into a better business situation or in a better career situation. You may meet important people who are in charge of the company you work with, or business people who have a lot of importance in business. So look well, dress well, communicate, show off your qualities, show off what you can do, ask favors. A lot can be given for you. These are also some arrogant planets, so definitely don't want to be arrogant. Evening and nightfall period, they are planets who make you dominating. And I worry about the evening nightfall period because you're very oversensitive and you're very dominating and you tend to be very blunt and you want to be very pushy. Well, if you're going to behave that way, nobody wants to socialize with you anyway. So you might as well just go home and sulk. But if you have to be out, whether it's with business, career, or love affair people or marriage people, you have to behave yourself and not create unpleasantness. And if you can do that, you'll be able to tame these planets and make sure that they do not make you behave in that bad way, and you've won and you've made your evening nightfall much, much better. Always remember that you control your horoscope, not your horoscope controls you. But you have to know first, and you're getting this info from me. 11th, which is a Wednesday, starts beautifully for you and produces so much happiness and bonding, and even before you leave for work there's so much pleasantness, and when you get to work there's so much good news, and the chances of you hearing that promotions can be there, or perhaps more money, or just some good things that you have done are being brought up to make you happy. If you're in business, go all out to chase business contacts. You get very lucky morning, afternoon and early evening period. So chase for the contracts. Go and meet business contacts. and you will find that new contacts and new contracts will come your way very nicely in the morning, afternoon, early evening period. The evening itself and coming to the nightfall period, I don't quite like. There are very strong planets there who make firstly your behavior become very rebellious. They make you a careless person. They make you impatient, hasty, impulsive. So all that put together makes you a time bomb where anything said, anything done and you explode. So if you don't really have to go out and mingle with people in the evening nightfall session, go back home, play safe, and just stay there. Let the hour by hour go past. But if you have to be out, plans already made with whoever you are with, you have to be very careful not to step on toes and not to spoil the evening for other people by being rebellious or being rude or being aggressive. The 12th Thursday starts in a difficult fashion for you. And the difficult fashion is that you dominate and you are stubborn. So when these two things are seen from you, nobody wants to cooperate with you. There's offensiveness, there's provocation from words or from actions. And so if you allow all that to happen coming from you, then you are in trouble because nobody is going to back you up. If all this problem comes from others, it can be that way too. If it comes from others, just lie low, be calm, don't retaliate, and you will see that the temperature goes down and everything becomes pretty cool again. Okay, that's for the morning, afternoon, early evening period. Very fast planets are seen throughout the day. So they can make your tongue go very fast, they can make your body language go very fast, they can make your actions go very fast, they can make everything go very fast. And that's a recipe for accidents. Verbal accidents, emotional accidents, physical accidents. So go slow, because many mistakes can be made, miscalculation, misinformation can be done. Go slow, and that way you will have a handle on things and not allow things to go back, although deadlines have to be met and pressure is there. Evening, nightfall especially, these fast planets are seen, so drive carefully, don't drink too much, accidents are very possible, be careful what you say even when you're socializing, and do not step on toes by being provocative. But business planets are there too. So by all means go, but try to take the soft approach. Now 13th Friday for you coming from Taurus is not good in the morning, afternoon, early evening period. And that means that either others are creating problems for you, being rebellious and uncooperative, or it's you who's being antisocial and behaving in a way that doesn't want to have any teamwork and going off the rails with your ideas and everybody gets confused. So traditional rules are very important on this morning, afternoon, early evening period. There's no room to get very jazzy about things and do things in a way others don't understand. Okay, so be particular about what you want, stick to the rules, and you can at least make your morning, afternoon, early evening period not that bad. The evening and nightfall period become wonderful. Now this evening, nightfall, wonderful planets are also seen during the earlier part of the day, but they don't stay for long. They give you an opportunity, they leave you, so there's no follow-up. But there's a lot of follow-up during the evening nightfall session, a perfect time to chase for new romance, and you might meet that romance most unexpectedly. And a perfect time to bond in romance which you have and in marriage that you have. And a perfect time to be out with your people you work with or people you do business with. A lot of rewards are waiting, and probably all the solutions you couldn't find earlier part of the day, you will find in the evening anyway. Let's go to the 14th Saturday, the 14th Saturday, which starts in a very powerful, fast fashion. Planets are whizzing, and therefore you are being pressed for deadlines. You are being pressed to get things done. You are put under pressure. There is stress, there is anxiety. There is a lot of things to be done and not enough time. So focus becomes your key word. And be careful what you say. Don't get into an argumentative mode. You will just lose support very easily in the morning, afternoon, early evening period. Now the evening and nightfall period itself turns very good for you. You become very lucky, talking of holidays, talking of plans to travel. You will meet people of another race, people from other countries, a good time to socialize with people you work with, you do business with the people you are in love with, or go to places where you might do a really good contact to start a romance. A wonderful evening and nightfall period. And you probably find solutions during the evening nightfall period where earlier part of the day you couldn't. So the day ends very nicely for you on this 14th, which is a Saturday. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me. That's going to be based on your date of birth and your time of birth and looking at your palms and me face reading your face. And if you want, I'll use Kabbalistic tarot cards as well. I want to tackle your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life so that you can be on top of everything in these 5 or 6 years. Yes, with prior knowledge, with guidance from me, you can be on top. When to expect the good, when to expect the bad, I will tell you. And you'll be able to get wonders done for your next 5 or 6 years. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, make contact with me. Let's get down with me helping you for your next 5 or 6 years, finding happiness, finding wealth, finding all sorts of good things. Until then, thank you and good luck.